Morris down here on the bench with Stripe is a happy sight this morning. Hey, bud. Oh, my goodness. Hi. Hi, Morris. Good morning, buddy. Good morning. Feels pretty nice out here right now. I would say... Oh, Stripe, you bring me so much joy. There you go, bud. Yep, there you go. All I got right now is we'll be heading out to the gym here in a bit. I kind of would actually just like to go for a walk, but really need to use the gym membership because we pay for it. And also I have felt like I've gotten a lot of benefit from my blood pressure and my heart rate from pushing myself on the exercise bike and the treadmill. You know, obviously I want outside in the sunshine. That's why we walked and picked up trash yesterday. But I also want to be able to do a HIIT sitting down where I'm safe and work out the, you know, cardio a little bit too. So anyway, it's a love-hate thing. I'm sure some of you understand. But yeah, there's a little breeze and it feels like it's in the 70s. It's nice out here. Hi, bud. Hi. Good boy. So as I was exploring the Ring camera bird bath bird pole footage from yesterday, I saw we had a pine warbler here, which since I've done the Project Feeder Watch in years past, I trained myself to spot them in amongst the goldfinch. It takes a little bit, but also, you know, they're different, obviously. But anyway, that was exciting. They're supposed to be here year round, but my remembrance of them is they are mostly visible near feeders over the winter time. Food is obviously not scarce right now. There's lots of things that are leaving seeds and stuff for the fall. So food should actually be good as the birds store up some body mass for winter. But yeah, that was nice. I'm always excited when I see a different bird. I'm sorry that the brown thrasher isn't around anymore, even though he can be a big bully bird. I haven't seen him for a couple of weeks. The bluebirds aren't really here right now. But they come and they go, and that's just how it is. Hello, Gray. Hi, you sweet girl. We did a video call with Johnny last night while I was in here editing, trying to do that once a weekend. And you know, Gray was up top behind my head while I was on with Johnny, and we had a nice call. Hi. Hello, sweet girl. Just a good girl. So somebody came up with this nifty hanger for the giant Lego brick wreath. You just push it into the two holes from the back side, and then it hangs on the hook. I would have made it just one smidge thicker, but I can also sort of see why they didn't do that. RE supports and stuff. So anyway, I think this might be very handy. I have vacuumed inside the 3D printer and the floor and the top of Don's workbench. I do that all the time to try to keep it tidy and workable out here. I got some gifts printing, so I haven't been showing what I've been printing the last few days, but it's busy. Here's the haunted house parts all ready to be put together. There's some in this box too. Some assembly required usually means Dawn. Well, that's not glued, but that is most of it. I gotta go look at the pictures. I did put some pictures on my hard drive on my computer, but I need to put them on my phone so I can see them out here or carry my computer out. Because there is another something that goes over here. There's obviously more roof pieces. I know where these go. These go on the side windows, but there's no orange insert for the side windows. And then I've got this insert, but there's no hole for it. So, and I looked, the person really did not provide any instructions for putting it together. You're just supposed to be smart enough to know, which is probably okay. And then there's this one insert, but where the heck does that go to? So, but now that I've played with it a bit, I should be able to go look at the pictures one more time and sort it out. So, but like I said, there's no orange insert on the side. These are just supposed to go over these windows. But I think I would have just liked the orange better if he had made the orange insert. Found the black piece for that orange insert. What I'm thinking is that I'm missing a purple piece that mounts to the sides of the roof somehow. I've missed a piece, printing a piece. I'll go double check. Oh yeah, and one of these probably goes up here. That wouldn't be the right one. Would it be this one? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so there must be a chimney on each side. And then there are two windows with orange inserts that go in the chimney, and somehow I don't have the two chimney pieces. So I need to go figure out what I need to print to fix him. The cover I'm going to try with my front yard bird bath came. Dawn and I decided just the one that covers the bowl. It's like 26 inches and this goes up to 30. 22 to 30 is what this one is rated at, so it should be fine. And I'll leave a, plastic dish up above it to actually put water in. Yeah, hopefully this will work, but it'll be a while before, I'll be putting this on November the 1st. I don't think I ever showed you guys the XL 1-gallon fireball that showed up. This one has some rounded, shorter parts of the leaves that makes it very unique. This part here, it's like that on all of them. Really nice garnet colored branching, and very bright red in the fall. Fireball. I had a cat named Fireball when I first came to work for Dawn at the apartment. So anyway, they had created the label a couple of days before FedEx picked it up, so I thought it was going to get here sooner than it did, but now it's here. I'm not sure that it's going down by the bird bath now because of the shape in comparison to the other one I planted, but which is red and short and compact, but we'll see. It is supposed to be a dwarf. So Dawn did get the gnome home chimney secured. There's a piece of wire onto the roof now, along with a fabric strap down lower, and it's nice and straight and it looks really good. Thank you, Donnie. His phone battery is actually giving him trouble, but wait. That wire that he was worried about is got a short, and so all I'm trying to say is he didn't have his camera when he fixed it yesterday because his phone was dead, and that was what was in his pocket, or he would have took a picture yesterday. Video. He has contacted by email the company for the battery and asked them to replace it, which means he'll have to open it up and go through the process again, but it wasn't a long process. And if not, it was only $20. He'd probably just buy another one. So I tried to do a good job on the days I'm not rushing into town, which is Tuesday and Thursday. So I think everything's taken care of. I'm going to come down with one more can of water for the two azaleas over here that I never water, but it's been so dry. I'm going to put a little on them. We're headed to the gym. Lots of noise just on the other side of the woods over there in the environmental park. They're hot and heavy on the sewer line project today. It seems to keep the deer away when they make a lot of noise over there, so maybe it's for the best. So the little hook thing's good.
Yeah, I like the little hook thing. It's very sturdy.
This wreath also, if you'll notice, it's not squishing. We have finally found some adapter things that keep it at 60 degree angles.
Yeah,
60 degree angles. Yeah. There are ones for 40 degree if you have 8 branch pieces. 45, thanks. Just because I have a degree, and yeah, it's fine. if you have 8 branches, you need one, and if you have 6 branches, you need another. And anyway, Don's kind enough to come out and do the jigsaw puzzle that is assembling the wreath for me, and then I just get to have the fun of putting the crap on it. Thanks.
My part.
Thank you. You're going to impress me?
I'm going to try. Robot and I are going to try to impress you, Sweet Pea.
Okay.
All right.
Garage door still closed.
Yeah, well, I don't have it automatically. I'm
sure. I don't. Yeah, I'm not ready to.
So we're going to hit work. Okay. And it's got the thing. So now it wants me to touch the brake.
Garage door's open.
Yeah, the garage door is open. Green light.
So this is FSD from park from inside the garage.
I did not touch the accelerator or anything. All I've done is just touch the screen.
Yeah, they can see your knees. Don's let me know a couple of times about my plant causing the car concern.
Yeah, the car just mows it right on over, no problem.
Well, let's just hope what the car did was discern that it really wasn't an issue. Yeah. It wasn't a solid thing or whatever. But yeah, I would say if you knew you were going past a plant that had sturdy branches instead of soft, tender shoots, you would want to look out for yourself and not trust the car to make that decision at this point in time.
I agree.
But
I think in garage mode, it knows things are tight.
Right.
Well, now this is that high
this
contrast.
Is the contrast, the sun causing
really strong
trouble.
Sun.
It did say object in path detected, but it's...
Yeah. I'm really close to the edge of the driveway, I got to tell you.
Yeah, Don wants it to stay away from cone plant.
Yeah.
The corner where we had the cone for a while in the stump, and then we put the plant in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we had the cone for like 3 years.
It wasn't quite that long.
Right.
And it was a cone there after the tree came down, and Don was trying to help out the UPS guy, or maybe the car.
Or, yeah, whoever. Because cutting that corner, at that point, it was a great big hole there.
Right. Once we filled in the hole, we weren't so worried about it, but...
Right. Yeah. But now we don't want you to hurt the plant. That's why we put the plant there. Impressive. She did that.
Well, Don's responsible for cone plant, and just so you know, he does a great job of keeping it watered, and it's very happy, and it put on a lot of new growth this year. Don is very capable of keeping plants alive.
Yeah, I can. I don't have any.
He doesn't even get mouthy about it.
No. Well, that one's easy to get to because it's right on the side of the driveway.
Right. It's now, instead of carrying 1 watering can out with him, though, he's up to 2. I think if I plan enough things in that direction that he can't do it in one trip, I'm liable to get a couple of words every time he has to do it.
I would recommend you keeping it at 2.
Right. No promises. But I'm not shooting for 3, but no promises.
Yeah.
It is what it is. They are making a ton of noise today. Whatever they're doing, they're really doing it.
Yeah, but they're not booming.
That's true. They haven't boomed. But I'm trying to smile about it so that I don't have to get upset. The keeps the deer away. I'm realizing that all things have unintended consequences, and in this case, the noise somewhat keeps the deer out of the area. So,
yep.
There's a new doggy at this house, and I'm not going to say that he's out on that chain in the middle of the front yard all the time. And oh, I really don't care if they put him out in the chain long enough to stretch his legs and use the bathroom. It scares me a little bit because I've known dogs to get off of not well secured chains. Dogs pull harder than you think those little corkscrew things are. Anyway, I worried about the doggies, all I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that he isn't well taken care of. I've tried not to stick my nose in it too much, but every time I see him, I wonder if he's okay. Because he's in the middle of the front yard on that busy road, and I just worry. I'm still filming so we can watch Robot pull out here.
Yeah, we must have just missed the light. All right, so it looks like, no.
Oh, there's one more car coming from this direction.
No.
And oh, by the way, Robot, that's not the only direction. But at least now that the car thought about it's going, there is a car coming, but not like a rocket ship. So that was 2 Teslas that went past, or 3, while we were just sitting at the end of our street stop sign, something like that.
Yepper.
Yeah. Well, we haven't seen our friend for a few days up here with her Model Y,
right.
but it's because she's got kids in school, and I think her timing is pretty fixed on when she comes, and our timing is all over the place. Well, I've missed not seeing her, so hopefully she's here today. Even though you don't make necessarily super strong friendships with people, you do make friendships with people at the gym a little bit, and then when they're not there, the older gentleman that we like to see that he's still doing good, I don't see the Model Y, so I would say she's actually not here, or not here yet. We're driving the Pogo route. I saw, Don really needs me to have his phone a couple of times a day, because I'm like, hey, you got a refund from Amazon. What did you return? Oh, Donnie, in your mail, you've got an email from the seller about the phone battery. They refunded you the amount and have asked for you to order it again, and said they were sorry for your problem. So, kitten, while you're on my phone, can you just go order another one of those batteries out of my Amazon? Yeah. Sure. Yeah. It'll be here Wednesday. In the meantime, we'll just have to be extra careful with the phone.
The cable, it really is damaged on that attaches to the battery. That little skinny flat cable, it really did get mangled in shipping, and so now it started acting up. I took it apart yesterday, and I touched it with the tip of my tool twice, being very careful, and as soon as I touch that cable where it attaches to the battery, the phone shuts off.
Yeah, the battery's holding the charge, no problem. It's just the
cable is
loose connection. So I'm playing Pogo, but it's just over here sitting. I can't actually hold the phone, or they'll be.
Shake it much, it turns off.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And I don't remember if I'm sure a couple of times I said what a Pogo loop or a Pogo route is. Well, I called it a loop because we go in roughly a circle. It's not exactly quite a circle. You have to go so far, and get these blue line shows you where you've been, and the little white part, I know this you can't see well, shows you where you have yet to go. And this is the one I created for South Park, so obviously Don and I know what I created, and I think it's pretty hard if you go someplace new to figure out what somebody else did from the map, actually. But anyway, so we're just doing this before we go inside to torture ourselves. Oh God, I'm starting to sound like Dawn.
I was going to say, your words, not mine.
Starting to sound like Dawn.
Well, it is a bit painful.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, just learn something. I'm sitting here in park. I'm sitting here in hold mode. I am not in park. And Marianne and my foot's not on the brake, and Marianne has opened the trunk and closed the trunk. So I was a little surprised that the trunk would open. Of course, the car's not moving, and it is in hold mode. But I would have thought it would have said, no, I'm not going to open the trunk. Let you open the trunk. You're going to have to put it in park to open the trunk. I do notice that the little padlock is open here. But I found that interesting.
The drops I'm putting in my eyes, I think I could say it's obvious they're helping. I'm not having anywhere near as much trouble out here in the bright light today as I was yesterday. Squinting isn't causing the tenderness to be triggered. I haven't done the hot compresses as much as I'm supposed to be. So when I get home, before I get busy, I gotta do that. It's hard for me to sit there for 5 to 8 minutes with a hot washcloth on my eye. We have these little battery operated hand warmers, and he had suggested obviously microwaving one of those rice packs or something, but the battery powered hand warmer works for us because we don't have a microwave. So where would I put it on the counter even if we had one?
What's wrong?
I don't know. I'm just laughing at you. I couldn't really explain it. But anyway, one of our viewers let Dawn know that In order to pass the fireman test, he needs to do the stair climber with his 75-pound weight vest on and not hold on for 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
That's right.
So goals, Donnie, goals.
Thank you so much.
I actually think you probably could do that, even at 68.
3 minutes and 20 seconds.
At 75
Well,
pounds.
it depends on what the step rate is.
Right. That's what Don wanted to know. What's the step rate? Is it a walking rate or is it a running rate?
I don't think I could run upstairs to 75
Right.
pounds.
Well, I'm concerned I couldn't even do 3 minutes and 20 seconds on the step climber not holding on, okay? No weight, no extra weight added, but...
Well, I can tell you, not holding on makes a big difference.
Well, I found that out with the treadmill.
Yeah, I mean, it makes you
Work
more
much,
muscles.
you work a lot harder when you can't hold on. I mean, I understand why for that test, if you're carrying somebody,
Oh, yeah.
you can't hold on and carry them up, steps, but...
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, when I'm now not holding on at the treadmill, basically, unless I switch songs and I'm not paying good attention for 30 seconds or something. But it's more important that I don't fall. But it's a lot. People holding on, they are not working as hard as people not holding on. Say that.
Look, we're not judging. If you're out here doing it, you're doing it. That's good enough.
Right, not even remotely judging. I started out holding on. My balance wasn't good enough to do it without holding on. My stamina wasn't good enough. I have moved up to not holding on, including walking backwards and walking sideways now, trying to improve my balance. But yeah, no judgment. Just goals should probably be to not hold on if you can. The reason why we're in here is me, because I have balance problems and I have concerns about not ending up in a nursing home or Don having to take care of me because I can't move good enough. Well, and the other way too, but it's really more me. We're in here because we don't want to end up in a nursing home. We're trying really hard, so
Keep what I got.
yeah, not lose it. And for me, I do feel like I've gotten some back. I've gotten a little bit more endurance and a little bit better balance. But that's, maybe if we had done more things right when we were younger, we wouldn't be quite where we are today. But we didn't, neither one of us, and so we're just working on it. And if we can encourage you to work on it too, great. And if that ain't your thing, no problem. I've had this for a while now. Amazon still has it, and it's really cheap. I'd say it's a third off of the original price. I guess it wasn't selling good. It has some really nice floral things in it and neat colors. I had thought this would be neat in the Christmas village, maybe as a giant reindeer sort of a thing. Anyway, I'm gonna build it like this. Smaller overall footprint, but lots of great detail and height to it. So even if I use, my time is trying to help me. Even if I use some of the things in a different spot, like for that house, I still should be able to come back and complete the reindeer looking guy. So I do like it just the way it looks. It's just that it's not enclosed in the back and it's wide, so it takes up a lot of space, but then you don't get a lot for it. It doesn't fit in. This will sort of fit in with my other 16 by 32 buildings, the half-size buildings. So there's 7 bags. And remember, this is a really small set in a large box because there's only 681 pieces. Not a lot of pieces. Some bigger pieces, though, so maybe that's why the size is larger. This is 8+, so there's going to be larger pieces than, say, if it was a set for an older person. I'm a little over halfway. I'm liking it. I cannot find the other light aqua inverted slope that I need for here. I checked the bags. I'm just not seeing it. So I'll look at my stash and see if I have it. I am a little worried that's not a color and a style I'm going to have. I can call Lego customer support. I don't want to have to do that.